Hey beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here and welcome. My name is Danielle. Today's pick a card topic is another viewer requested topic. We're taking a look at will they reach out. So for this reading, what I'm going to do is if we get a yes they will reach out, we're going to see, what is their intention behind reaching out. And I will be pulling message cards for the yes. Of course, I will be doing the astrology dice and initial tiles towards the end of each group for all readings. However, if we do happen to get a no, this person is not likely to reach out. We will see what is stopping them or why, how they're feeling, that sort of thing. But I will not be pulling message cards for the no groups if we have any. All right, so as you can see, we have 3 groups to choose from. So group 1 here, you have the Love Tarot with this rainbow aura quartz. Group 2, you have the Gentle Heart Tarot with the malachite. And group 3, you have the Ascension Tarot with the Angel Light. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you could check out the description. I have a few of them there, or also pinned in the comments. You're also welcome to visit my website to see all of my options. All right, so timestamps are listed in the middle of the description as well as pinned in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies at your reading. Hey group 1, you chose the Love Tarot with the rainbow aura quartz. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's place your little crystal here. Take a look at what is going on, how they're feeling, what they're thinking, anything that wants to come through. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer. Remember to take only what resonates. Get rid of anything that doesn't. If this reading is not resonating at all, it means it's not your reading. If my interpretations are not resonating with you, it means I'm not your reader. All right, just keep that in mind because these are very general. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Okay. You have the 7 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, Judgment, the High Priestess. All right, so we have Scorpio, we have Pisces, 8 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. All right, so what I'm seeing here is your person is doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking. They seem to be holding back some sort of information from you. And I feel here that they're starting to feel a little bit guilty, a little bit ashamed. Like it's time to come forward and express what they're hiding. It does feel like some sort of truth that needs to be revealed in order to complete a cycle between the two of you, or even for some of you, I'm picking up on that you're ready to move on from this person. I feel like maybe this is like some type of closure for you. Will they reach out? They're right in the process of doing a lot of thinking here of what to say, how they would approach the situation. There is, I feel like this person is kind of back and forth. To me, so far, it's leaning towards a more yes, at some point they're going to reach out, because it feels like kind of like, with all this thoughts that's going on, it feels like they're not going to be able to stop thinking about this until they actually take that action and express to you what is going on internally with them and say what's on their specifically what they're thinking of here. Feels like, when you kind of bottle up your emotions and your thoughts and eventually you just kind of blow and you need to get whatever it is off your chest. That is how it's feeling. Let's see, We have the Moon, Three of Swords, King of Swords, King of Cups, Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay, so I feel here this connection has caused a lot of pain and a lot of hurt, and it has caused a lot of confusion, and to the point where it's like left open, and it does feel very incomplete here. Feel like it was going very well and things were moving forward. All of a sudden it just went silent. So I kind of feel like this person, this is definitely like a no contact. I wouldn't say minimal contact, and if it was minimal, it'd be very like you get one word answers from this person, but I'm leaning towards more no contact here. It feels a lot going on, but I don't know if something's actually going to move forward with this person in the long term. I'm leaning more towards closure here of the potential outcome between the two of you. It feels like someone here is just wanting the answers, wanting the clarification, and just moving forward. And I feel like that's more leaning towards you, but also it kind of feels like they need to do this. So we have a lot of uncertainty here, which is causing a lot of grief. And it feels like the silence and, holding back on the silence and leaving it, going longer and longer is just causing even more pain and hurt. So I feel like your person's thinking about, it's been so long since I've reached out. Maybe it's been too long and I can't reach out at this point. Maybe they've moved on without me and they forgot about me. Okay, so will they reach out? So I'm getting a lot of uncertainty with your pile. With the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, 999 may be a significant angel number. Nine of Swords and the Tower. All right. So right in this moment, as I said, we're getting a lot of uncertainty here. This person is back and forth. There's a lot of confusion. They are feeling a pull. Like it feels like it's driving them crazy. However, right in this moment, it feels like no, they're not likely to reach out at this time anytime soon. But like I said, I'm still getting that it's more up in the air. I personally, as I'm seeing this, I feel like eventually they will. Because it's getting to a point where they're having all this buildup, all this emotion. I feel like there's things that they need to get off their chests that involve you in this connection. There's conversations that were left up in the air. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of lack of closure here. And it feels very incomplete, and they're feeling it too. But it feels like a lot of stubbornness and wanting their independence and just not wanting to deal with it. It feels like they're more stuffing things down and trying not to think about it, even though they are doing a lot of thinking. It's driving them crazy. So I think if they do reach out, it's going to be very unexpected. It's going to be something that they don't think about. It's just going to be automatic, like very surprising, and very impulsive as well. But right now I'm leaning more towards a no. Yeah, it was yes, but here it's no. This person, I don't even know if they know what they want, because yeah, it's back and forth. It kind of feels like maybe earlier in the day it's like a yes, and then later on in the day it's a no. All right, so let's see what's stopping them. So why aren't they reaching out? What's stopping them from reaching out? You know what? Okay, I'm gonna move this. Okay. With the Queen of Pentacles, what's stopping them from reaching out? Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. Five of Pentacles. The Star. You have Aquarius, Six of Cups. Two of Wands. The Hermit, Virgo. Okay. What is stopping them from reaching out? I feel like a lot of pain here. The Seven of Swords, they're not seeing things clearly and they're feeling very defensive. I feel like they're honestly deceiving themselves. They want some sort of plan. But they are stuck in the past, which is affecting their decision. Other people may be influencing their decision here, filling their head with deception and lies, trying to convince them otherwise. But this person, honestly, group one, I feel like it's a benefit to you that they don't reach out currently, because it feels like, I don't know, the energy that they're in is kind of shady right now, and it feels like you're not really going to get anywhere with this person, because if you try to question them, if you try to say what's on your heart and mind and express your experience through everything that's going on with this person, I feel like they're going to shut down. I feel like they're going to confuse you. They may even gaslight you a little bit, but they're definitely going to get very defensive here and try to switch the conversation. But yeah, there's a lot from the past between the two of you that needs to be resolved, but I feel they need to take care of whatever is going on and get past their own issues first before approaching you. But yeah, they do need to approach you at some point. We have the Devil. Nine of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. The Fool. Yeah, there's a lot of deception here. I feel like this person's trying to convince themselves that they're fine, that they're happy, that they don't need you, they don't need this connection. Maybe they have also moved on with another person, started something new, but you keep coming into their mind. And it feels like they're stuck in a situation they're having a hard time getting out of. But you are haunting them. This connection is haunting them. But it feels like they're not really going to do anything about it again just yet. I don't know. It's weird. It's a not right now, but it will happen. So you're getting a no, but you're also getting a yes, which is very confusing. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Like this person, they don't really have their priorities in order. They need to figure things out before they come towards you, because I feel like, again, it's initially when they reach out, I feel like it's going to, like, you're going to feel nervous. You're going to feel a lot of emotions, some excitement there. But then again, I feel like they're not going to give you the answers you're looking for, or you're going to ask them certain questions and they're not going to be able to answer your questions. You may get someone who's very indecisive and I don't know, actually saying I don't know to your questions, and it's just going to lead to more frustration and confusion for you. So like I said, I feel like it's best that they don't reach out to you in this energy, because it feels like you're deserving of more than just I don't know. And they, to some degree, even subconsciously, they know this. Other than that, you got a strong spiritual team, you know, spirit guides, angel guides, protecting you from this person. With the thinking man and storm warning. Yeah, there's a lot of chaos here. I feel like this person's mind is just a lot of chaos, just a lot going on with this person. With this connection. If they... Yeah, they're going to reach out very unexpectedly when they do. Chemistry. We have attraction, spark, passion. I feel like this is saying there's going to be something that pulls them in, that inspires them to unexpectedly reach out to you. So what I'm going to do here, group one, is since we're getting a no, but we're also getting a yes at some point, which is quite interesting. I'm going to pull some message cards with you because, again, I do feel like they will at some point. But doesn't feel like anytime soon. But I feel like this is that person. So if you know that this person is just like all over the place, like they make decisions very impulsively, or they do things are very like up in the air. If you know, that could just be this person's personality that I'm picking up on. Like they just may be all over the place, very spontaneous. Like you don't know what's going on with them. You don't know what kind of decision they're going to make next. I feel like that could be what is coming through here. So it may be just very unexpectedly. Maybe you're used to this. You may have even noticed like subtle patterns or sudden energetic shifts that this person is going to reach out. What would they say? I had a spiritual awakening. Okay, so they've had some time to reflect. I'm still angry. I just need more time. Okay, so they are angry, yeah, a little bit defensive. They're not ready to really open up quite yet. Right now, I'm sorry I wasn't honest with you. I was in a bad place. So there is some deception going on here. I feel like they kind of shrugged away the truth, or shrugged away how they're feeling, what they're thinking, because they were in a bad place. We have, I have always loved you. Too much has happened. And then we have, I get so nervous when I'm around you. So something about this connection. And then we have, I am sending signs. Are you seeing them? So yeah, you may be receiving signs or intuitive hits about this person. I do say, of course, I always say, you know, listen to your intuition, listen to your own inner guidance, because I feel like they, in some way, may be trying to communicate with you through your intuition, through your dreams, or your spirit guides are trying to give you signs about this connection. But we have some nerves coming here, and I feel like it's nerves with facing everything that has happened here. I feel like too much has happened, and maybe some time or a lot of time has passed here, and that also makes them nervous when it comes to reaching out. They may feel like it's been too much time, but we do see that they do claim to have always loved you, which could be affecting their nerves. But I feel like there's a lot to unpack, because this kind of feels, it feels off. I'm not saying that they don't love you. They could, but it just feels like what is going on with them currently is there. There's a lot going on there, so it kind of feels like it's out of place. So very interesting there. I feel like they have a lot of explaining to do. It's going to take more than just one conversation to get to the bottom of everything, or to get to a good place with them. Okay, so we have 4th house Cancer. We have Scorpio, Taurus, and we have 7th house Libra. If you're hearing banging, which you likely are, my husband is just putting up some stuff in the kids' bedrooms. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. So I'm seeing the word memo. We have X, E, S, D, T, E, and you may also hear motorcycles kind of zipping by. BMC, G, C, N. We have Texas. We have I, A, B. Saying cave. They may just cave and reach out. R, P, B, and last tile, U. All right. Yeah, with memo here, I feel like there is something that they really do want to say to you. There's a lot, so it's like they're keeping track. I feel like their whole mind is a bunch of post-it notes of everything they need to say to you, but not really ready to get off their chest just yet. I'm also seeing the name Gabe. We could have, or Gabby. We could have Gabriel or Gabriella. Meg. All right. Dave. Craig. I'm going to leave it there. So that is what I have for group 1. Very interesting energy so far. And remember, if it didn't resonate, you can check out one of the other groups, a different reading or different reader altogether. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. I'm sending you so much love. I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, group 2, you chose the Malachite with the Gentle Heart Tarot. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's place your stone there. Okay, remember to take what resonates, get rid of anything that doesn't. If it doesn't fit your situation, story, doesn't make sense to you, I say check out a different pile, check out a different reading or a different reader altogether. Don't force the messages. Also, you may hear some noises in the background. It's a holiday weekend as I'm filming this, so the whole house is home. And yeah, so you're going to hear walking, you're going to hear vehicles passing by, maybe some hammering. My husband's hanging up pictures and stuff for the kids. So if you're wondering what the noises are, that's what they are. All right, so what is going on here? The High Priestess, Two of Swords, Nine of Crystals, the Wheel of Fortune, we have Sagittarius, Eight of Cups, Eight of Crystals. So the crystals in this deck, if you're not familiar with this deck, are the wands. Four of Swords and Nine of Cups. Okay, so this person is also doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting. Sorry for the spoilers, slightly similar to group one, but that's just based on that. We haven't seen what's to come of this group yet. Why they left this behind, whether or not you walked away, whether or not you're happy, whether or not you've moved on. They really want to know about you. They're very curious here. They're unsure of whether or not you want to hear from them, whether or not you'd be happy to hear from them. I do see a shift happening. The Hermit. Yeah, they're unsure of whether or not to leave you alone or to actually pursue this here. I feel like this is someone who has had a lot of time to do a lot of thinking, yet there's still a lot going on in their minds. And I feel like there are some things that they want to clarify with you, things that they want to say. I feel that this person has become pretty lonely. Now, they may be surrounding themselves with people, they're trying to mend that wound here. And at times it may even look like they're happy, but I feel like there's a lot beneath the surface that a lot of people aren't seeing with this person. And this person, you know, there's a difference between being alone and, was it loneliness? Like, you can have your independence, you can be surrounded by people and still, you know, outwardly look like you're having a good time, look like you're, you know, how can that person's not alone? But there's, like, they can surround themselves with all those people and even all those partners and still feel very isolated and alone inside. So I feel like, again, there's a lot going on with this person, and it kind of feels like it looks like the opposite externally to other people. The King of Diamonds, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Crystals, the Sun, we have Leo, Ace of Crystals, Four of Diamonds. I'm hearing like they're reflecting, they're thinking of what their life would be like if they had stayed, if they had worked on this. Instead of being greedy and selfish, I feel like they acted selfishly, and it led to the downfall of this connection. We have the Two of Cups and the Devil. Yeah, fears, temptations, their own insecurities may have gotten in the way here. We have Capricorn. Yeah, this is definitely a coulda, woulda, shoulda type of energy coming through from this person. Honestly, I feel like this person really misses you or misses the idea of the two of you being together. I feel like they're having a lot of regrets and they're wanting this. I'm also feeling like this person's kind of jealous. They're worried that you may move on with somebody else, and they're kind of seeing you as theirs, which may be quite strange, especially if they were the ones that let you go. So it feels like their ideas and their behavior is a little bit off. But yeah, they're not wanting you to move on because they're reflecting and feeling like they could still have potential with you, or they could have had a good life with you. And it's like ever since this, they haven't been as happy as they thought they would be. So will they reach out? Queen of Cups. Four of Cups. Ace of Cups. A lot of water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Eight of Swords. I'm leaning towards yes. They're terrified, but yes. Like even this hand is bringing this Ace of Cups. Her eyes are closed. She's not seeing it. So it may be unexpectedly. You may not see it coming when they actually do reach out and express how they're feeling. They don't know. Again, they don't know how it's going to go. They don't know if you are happy to hear from them or if you're going to be angry to hear from them. So they are a little bit scared. Yeah, we have Judgment on the bottom here. So they may be worried that you're going to tell them off, or they have a lot of explaining to do. All right, so since we're getting a yes, let's take a look at their intentions. Like, what do they want exactly? What are they hoping for? Okay, so what are they hoping for? Judgments. The World. They want to fix this. They want to put an end. Okay, this is someone who is wanting a new beginning here. They want to start fresh, want to take it slow. We have the Star, Aquarius. Seven of Crystals. They know you may not trust them. Like, you may not be immediately open. We have the Hierophant. I feel here that they're actually being honest when they come through. When they finally take that risk and come forward to you and express how they're feeling and what's on their mind with their intentions. I actually feel like they're being genuine, like they're telling the truth here. They are speaking from their hearts. They know, they are aware that you may not be open, like you may be skeptical, you may be on edge with this person. They do expect that. They do understand. So I feel like in honor of that, they're willing to take it slow, but also invest and prove to you that they do mean what they're saying. Like their actions are matching their words moving forward. So this is someone that definitely wants a reconciliation, a second chance with you, a chance to prove that they are worthy of this connection, that they are worthy of you, and that they know they've made a mistake. And they know there may be challenges and conflicts. And they're ready to have those conversations. Are they scared? Yes. But do they want to do this? Absolutely. seeing this as somebody that wants something long-term, that is ready to take this serious. Okay, so we have the throat chakra coming through. We do have that communication. They're here to speak their truth. We have walking away. And this has to do with them walking away, or the cause of the end of this connection. They do understand, again, like you may not be open to this. That is one of their fears, but they're willing to take a risk here. Boundaries. No, drawing the line, enough. Okay, so there may be certain boundaries that you want to put in place with this person. Again, like you may be a little bit skeptical, a little defensive, or, you know, you may have uncertainties with this person coming through and expressing their truth, especially after everything that's happened between you and them. And what Spirit is saying here is that's okay, and that's perfectly acceptable. And of course, honor your truth. And, you know, if they are genuine, and that is one way to know if somebody does respect you, if they're respecting your boundaries. And if you're, you know, if you're saying like, hey, look, I can't rush this, I need to take it slow, like I need some time to think, they will understand. You know, if they push your boundaries or just walk through them or disregard them altogether, that's how you know this person doesn't respect you. So again, it's absolutely okay to say, you know, enough is enough, or draw a line with this person, expressing your expectations or needs in this connection, like what you need moving forward. So definitely honor your truth here. Know when to walk away. So if you're getting, you'll know if this isn't right for you, this connection. Maybe you just need that closure. But I'm getting like trust needs to be restored with this person because of everything that's happened. So it may take some time for them to get back into your good graces. All right, so we're taking a look at some things that they want to say to you. What needs to be expressed to group 2? I've been crushing on you for a very long time. I wasn't thinking clearly. I feel safe with you. Are you interested in somebody else? I feel scared to open up my heart. And I play it cool, but I'm actually a mess. Okay, yeah, see, they're not as put together as they let people believe that they are. They are scared to open up. They are scared to approach you. And they don't know where you stand with them. So this person, we see, still wants you, and they may have actually realized that, especially if they sense that you're interested in somebody else. But you will know their intentions. And again, like if you're willing to hear them out and invest in this connection, you may just need to take it slow with them. To the point where you feel safe with them as well. Okay, so we have Capricorn, we have 12th house Pisces, Scorpio, and 11th house Aquarius. We have H, H, E, S. So when I saw HHE, I'm thinking this person may like laugh a little bit when they're nervous. We have A, T, M, ATM, thinking money, so finances may be an issue. Someone's love language here may be gifts, like giving and receiving gifts. Seeing hall. E, O, blank, that could be anything. Seeing Samuel, and we have A. Lola. I'm seeing the word shame. I'm seeing mate. I'm also seeing the word hate, so they may be worried that you hate them now. Again, yeah, this person really doesn't know where you're standing with them. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. This is what I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best. And if you have any more suggestions, please feel free to throw it in the comments. If you're not comfortable with everyone seeing your suggestion, you can also email me or use the contact form on my website. All right, I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3, you chose the Ascension Tarot with the Angel Light Crystal. Welcome to your reading. All right. So given that this is a general pick a card reading, remember, take what resonates, get rid of or ignore anything that doesn't. If you are watching this and you find yourself not resonating with anything, the interpretations, the situation, the story, the person, whatever the case may be, it's just either not your pile, not your reading, or I'm not your reader altogether. All right, so keep that in mind. Also, it's a holiday weekend and everyone is home right now. So you may hear people walking around, you may hear vehicles outside, or my husband hammering because he's doing things around the house for the kids. All right, so just in case anyone's like, what's that noise in the background? That is what it is. So let's get on with the show and see what's coming up. 6 of Cups, the Empress, 9 of Wands, that 9 really stuck out to me. The Hermit. Okay, so we have Virgo, Scorpio, we have Taurus and Libra coming through. Eight of Wands. We have Ascension, which is Judgment. 7 of Wands. The Star. This person feels blocked from you. They are missing you. They're thinking of you. They're thinking of the past. We do see a desire to move forward, to fix this, to heal this. To fight for this. Why is the 7 of Wands here? 2 of Cups. I feel like this person is emotionally closed off. That could have been part of the problem in this connection. Like someone's not emotionally open up. Someone's not investing as much as the other. Because we do have Yeah, I feel like this cup is over this girl and this card underneath. She has her arms crossed. This is someone who's not open. They're very closed off. They feel very unapproachable. And I feel like something about this, it didn't feel equal. It didn't feel the same here. But what's interesting is I feel like this is how this person is. I feel like they have a hard time opening up, and it does feel like they kind of want to they're not ready to give up just yet, which is interesting because they may have been the ones to kind of go quiet, kind of go silent, and maybe that is why. Maybe they're just the type of person. They may be the type of person that likes their quiet time. They may be very introverted, and it may be a habit of theirs to ghost. Um, but we'll see what's going on more here. So far, it's looking like a yes. So far. That could change. Let's get a little more. See what else is coming through. 10 of Wands. The Emperor. Temperance. 3 of Wands. 10 of Crystals. 5 of Wands, the Sun, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius coming through, and the 4 of Crystals. I feel like pride may be a little bit of an issue with them. They like things to be done their way. They like things to go their way, which that is not likely the case when it comes to a relationship or partnership, especially if one is, they're thinking, believing that partnerships or relationships should be equal. I feel like this person has a lot to learn when it comes to that sort of thing. And it feels like they have certain expectations here. And they have a hard time, again, opening up. I feel like they see relationships and they see even friendships at times like a bit of a challenge. Like they may need to be the one that says, like, has the last word. So it kind of feels like they're, what's the word? I wouldn't say spiteful, but it could be, but it's more like they need to grow up. They have a lot to learn, is basically how I'll say it. They have a lot to learn here. They like things to go their way. Controlling. That may be the word that I'm looking for. Feels like they're very controlling. And, in some ways, competitiveness is great. Ambition is great, but they need to know when to kind of tone it down a little bit and have their partner lead. And it feels like that's not what was the case here. It feels like they close themselves off. Like they want their partner to open up, but when it comes to them opening up, kind of feels like the opposite here. So will they reach out? Kind of feels like if they're going to reach out, it's going to be on their terms. Yeah, pride is getting in the way here. There may be some outside influences getting to them that maybe mean well, but in the end, it's not feeling like it's really helping them. I feel like they need to break away from outside influences and listening to them and comparing, and do their own thing in their relationships. We have Strength. We have King of Wands with the Ace of Wands. 10 of Swords. Interesting. Oh, okay. I feel like the cycle doesn't end. I feel like they're still um, doing the same behavior. I feel like they do reach out and then it just ends like it ends again. So I'm not sure if this is going anywhere with this person. Kind of feels like they're still closed off. I feel like, you know, the idea is there, like they want a relationship, but it feels like they may not be ready. If you're the type of person that's looking for a partnership, it feels like this person is not ready for that. It feels like they're thinking more selfishly. They're thinking more based on what they want, their needs. And of course, everyone wants, you know, has their needs and wants, their desires in a relationship. But it feels like they're not open to really honoring yours at this time. So I feel like it just ends up resulting in another ending. It feels like yes, but it ends again. Like there's pain. So it feels like the issues here don't get resolved with this person. I feel like you guys end up regretting hearing from this person because you realize they haven't changed yet. But that could be a good thing. I feel like that in itself may bring clarity for you for some of you. I mean, I know like the Ten of Swords is not a good thing and like it hurts. But sometimes, you know, that's when we realize, okay, now it's time to say goodbye to this person and move on and move forward and, you know, only allow the people in who are, you know, investing just as much as we are. Or, yeah, again, I feel like in an unusual way, this may be where you realize, okay, this person is just not ready and it's time for you to move forward. This is interesting. It's like, where do I go from here? Because we're kind of getting it's ending, but it's but yes, they reach out. They may be the ones to end it with you, but it feels like just mental exhaustion. Like it's too much to keep this person around. But I want to try and get these groups as equal as possible, so I still want to pull the oracle cards for you guys. Let's see what is going on with them. What are they actually hoping for? Patience. The Sun. On the bottom here, we do have storm warning, so it's like how long are you willing to wait for this person? Do you have enough patience to wait for them to grow up, wait for them to learn their lessons? I feel like there are good times with this person, but I also feel like there's positive things like headed your way that don't involve this person. So this to me is saying like it's not the end for you, obviously. Maybe the end for you and this person, but there's still like other things out here. We have heart fog here, mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Yeah, it's just, and then we have elusive here, dishonesty, deception, trickery. It's like, And this is like foggy, right? Fog, heart fog, and then we have this fogginess. I feel like this person is trying to dress up all the chaos with hope. And it feels like they end up back in their same patterns. So ultimately, I'm going to say this pile is a no. Because it doesn't feel like it's leading to anything good. I feel like it just leads to more confusion for you guys. So with that being said, I kind of want to see what's next for you guys specifically, because I really don't want to leave the reading here because it's kind of depressing, right? So I kind of want to see anything that lies ahead for you. Okay, so what is out there for group 3? What is out there for group 3? We have the Queen of Crystals. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there is someone out there that's going to appreciate you. The Five of Cups. Transcendence, we have the World. Yeah, this person's gonna regret it in the end, and you know what? That is their loss. That's what this is saying, is it's their loss. They didn't appreciate you the way they should when they had the chance. They're gonna learn about it. The Eight of Crystals. You may meet someone online here. I do see the Magician imagery there. Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I see you guys walking away in something better. Ooh, the Lovers. I love this. Yeah, okay, guys. There's something better out there for you. So I know, like, even if this is discouraging, maybe it's been a long journey with this person, but you'll recognize it in the patterns, right? You'll know the cycles because you know your experience. So you will know if they reach out, if they are genuine. And if it's causing just more confusion or causing more pain, and you're recognizing that they're falling back into old patterns, that they actually haven't changed, that they're not making the effort they promised you, then you know when it's time to cut your loss and move forward. And you know what? It may not be easy. You may need some time to grieve. That is natural, especially, you know, depending on how much you've invested into this. That's saying there's no shame in that. We all go through grief, and, you know, we all grieve differently. We experience it differently. So, but yes, you will find someone and something more fulfilling that, you know, lights up your heart, that's emotionally fulfilling for you. And I do see here, you feel more like yourselves. And if you're not sure exactly who you are because of this whole thing, or maybe you're just learning to find yourself, this is saying, you know, there will be that journey to discover who you are and what you're actually looking for. And it doesn't involve this person. And I feel like there's a lot of freedom in that moving forward. Because there is emotional fulfillment and, you know, better, deeper connections, more fulfilling and balanced connections out there for you. More harmonious connections. So it feels like it's time to put your focus on and energy on people who are matching you, who want the same things as you. And again, you'll know in their energy, you'll know in their behavior, you'll know in the patterns where they're at. So it feels like this person, this experience with this person, this heart fog person, this confusing person, is more of a lesson for you. And it's showing you exactly what you don't want, what doesn't resonate for you. And you're able to take this experience moving forward and recognize this type of energy in future people, even if it's friends. All right, so I'm not pulling message cards for you guys because of the obvious. Like, it doesn't look like it's working out with this person. So I feel like pulling message cards would only lead to confusion. So let's see. We have 8th house Scorpio. We have Pisces. We have Cancer. So we have all the water signs and Aquarius. Let's see. Megan. Marv. Could have Marvin. Mrae. Could have Marnie, Margaret. NGF. A. N. W. B. W. I. We have Ian, Aaron. We have R. And S. Mavis. Graham. I'm seeing the word fair. I'm also seeing the name Farah. We have Ferris or Faris. Mary. We have Vince. Maria. Marie. Evan. Raven. All right, I'm going to leave it there. So that is what I have for you, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like, you can throw in some more suggestions in the comments. If you're not comfortable with having your suggestion public, you're welcome to use my contact form on my website or email me and just have it like YouTube suggestion as a subject line. And yeah, I wish you all the best. I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.